struggled in this country for decades. And I tell you what, I rise today on behalf of tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of other workers out there in workshops and other workplaces around the state, around the country, who could not get here today, who will also face the same injustice of what's happened. We have a system that is still broken. We have commitments to get this system fixed, and we say enough is enough and it needs to be fixed now. When you have a look at it, the old great Australian psyche, a fair day's pay for a fair day's work in a safe workplace and a job that pays the bills. That's all we ask for in this country. And as was said by previous speakers, we've had numerous governments in the past, Conservative governments, stack the system against working people, where we now see wage stagnation. We see the cost of living going through the roof. And what we're asking for is to restore the balance. We say enough is enough, restore the balance, bring a fair industrial relations system back into place for this country.
Yes!
My friends, did you look at the current system? And the list is too long for me to go through. And I know we share these workplaces with many unions here today. I have a list of 25 workplaces represented by the AMWU, ETU, CFMEU and Plumbers Union. Within the last 6 months, 25 of them have either taken industrial action or put protected action ballots in. Why? Because they cannot negotiate across the negotiating table for a fair deal, and they've got to use their feet in regards to industrial action to get a fair and just outcome. Where employers are still thinking we need to strip back agreements in regards to your terms and conditions. You only deserve a 2 to 3% wage increase, while workers in the rest of the country is facing inflation around 7%. That is not a fair system. That is an unjust system. And comrades, I'll close on this point. You now stand on the shoulders of many before you. I can tell you many a days and many a years back, when you go down to the RNA showgrounds, through the 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s, 60,000 metal workers, construction workers and other workers were fighting an unfair system way back then. We've never shied away from the campaign, we've never shied away for a fair go, and it's unfortunate we have to rally here today once again to get it done. But I can tell you, each and every one of you here, all those who couldn't be here, hold your heads up high, because what you are doing, you're fighting for change. And the fact of this is, and I see some of our media mates in the crowd, your voice is not getting heard, because the fact is your voice is diluted and actually misrepresented through the mainstream media. And that's why we have to come to rallies like this, to keep the passion in our belly, to keep the struggle alive, to restore the fairness across this country.
Change!
Comrades, good day you!